Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Phi and this is Money Philosophy. Thank you for coming back for another day of Tesla technical analysis. Technical analysis is short-term price action in an attempt to try to figure out where Tesla would go in the short term as a matter of days and a matter of weeks. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. I am a growth stock investor and a trader, and I'd love to share with you my investing and trading journeys. Without further ado, let's get right into it. So I'm going to start with the hourly chart. At the time of this recording, it is close to 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time or 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I thought I'd start with the hourly chart first before zooming out to the daily chart. So on here, as you can see, the last 2 days have been pretty brutal. Actually, the last 3 days have been pretty brutal for Tesla stock since Thursday of last week all the way until now. Right now, the interesting thing is that the stock price has made, to me, is a temporary bottom. It hit the 50 weeks SMA here, which is 796. So the low of the day today was $797.34. So which is right on this line right here. Another interesting thing is that there is a initial sign of divergence on the hourly chart, which means that as much as it continues to move down, RSI tell us that it might have reached oversold territory and might continue to come back up. The volume currently is 82% and we still have 2 more hours to go. So today the stock moved down with good volume. With the sign of divergence, all we're waiting for is when the stock continues to move down with very little volume, and that would be a really good catalyst for it to move back up together with the RSI bullish divergence here. Technology sector as well as the Dow and the S&P 500 has been beaten up really badly over the last few days and the last few weeks. If you look at Tesla right now, it does not look like there is any sign of recovery, at least on the hourly chart. It keeps dipping down, bounced up to the bottom pivot point here at $820 and continue to move downward. The pivot points for tomorrow, unfortunately, based on this chart, it looks to be even lower. The upper point would be 833, the middle pivot point 814, and the bottom pivot point is 768. Now, in my mind, $797 serves as a really good support. It could always loses it a little bit and reclaim it. So tomorrow it's important to see if Tesla would lose 797. I would venture to take a call option if it loses just a little bit to about $800 or $780. I would bet that it would bounce then. Now, if it continues to move down further, it would probably bounce at 766 and no further than that. In my mind, Tesla is looking to bounce right now between the RSI divergence, the oversold, at least on the hourly chart on Friday and this morning pre-market. I think that Tesla is just looking for a perfect opportunity to bounce, and it is a matter of hours or days that it would bounce. If tomorrow it loses 797, then I would venture to take a call as indicated, and I would add another call if it gets to 766. I know that there are a lot of bears out there that said that Tesla could go down to the 600. It is entirely possible, but based on chart, I think that it is looking to bounce right now, at least temporarily. Let's go back to the daily chart. Obviously, the daily chart today did not look very good at all. The stock made a major gap down about $30 in the morning, attempted to fill that gap by just about $10, failed to fill the gap and move all the way back down. If you look over here back in at the end of February, this candle here was when Russia started the attack on Ukraine. That was the day, February 24th. So of course we are looking at the 700s area as support. And last time, Tesla bounced at around $700 level. So that is another $100 to go. I am, however, looking for Tesla to bounce right around 765, which happens to be the bottom pivot points. Or it could also bounce at around 772 if it loses 797 tomorrow. For right now, 797 serves as a really strong support, and I do hope that Tesla will bounce from there. But if tomorrow, if it loses that, that would be an excellent opportunity for a short-term call option betting on the bounce. If you look across the various technology sector, for example, Amazon, it is down over $100. Volume is at 99%. That is pretty major volume there. If you look at Google, volume is only 60%, also down $50. Shopify down $37. Volume is at 123%, and Tesla down $62, volume at 83%. So the market overall has been selling pretty badly, and in particular, it looks like it sells with volume, which is always a scary thing. I'm still on the Amazon chart here because I do want to point out something real quick before we go back to the Tesla chart. So on the Amazon chart here, this is a daily chart. As you notice that Amazon has hit oversold territory. The split, the 20-to-1 split, is scheduled to happen on the 6th of June, which is less than a month from now. I think that it's time for Amazon to bounce based off of technical analysis here. There are a few times that Amazon hit the oversold territory and bounce. 1, 2, which is late February. 3, early March. 4, this one bounced very weakly. This is at the beginning of April, first half of April, and now it hits that oversold territory again. I expect it to bounce. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. The weekly chart tells even a more oversold story. Obviously losing this line right here, which is 200 weeks SMA at 22.87, as is the case right now, is not good. But if you look at the RSI, it is completely oversold. So on Amazon, it's oversold on the daily and weekly level, which tells me that it is time for it to bounce. Going back to Tesla, Tesla is not that oversold just yet. So on the weekly, if you look at Tesla on the weekly here, it is oversold a little bit, which once again, it hit 797 is a good reason to bounce. Let's take a look at the daily. The daily is also somewhat oversold. It's not completely oversold like the weekly. So I do think that Tesla is looking to bounce, and I know I've said this a few times, but I get overly excited when Tesla gets to a possible bounce because the bounce would be violent. I don't think that Tesla would get to all the way down to 700 before bouncing. This is a very abnormal situation with very bad macroeconomic news. This time around, however, I'm looking for Tesla to bounce either right now at around $800, or the lowest that I can see it go is around 765. With that in mind, let's take a look at some of the trade possibilities here. I'm going to start with a short-term call option, May 20th, which is next week. So we have roughly about 2 weeks. I'm looking at, let's just say, $900 strike price here. Right now, it is only at around $1,270. So $1,270 for a $900 strike price out to next week. It is a very decent odd that it would bounce from now until the end of next week. Whether or not it get to 900, we don't know, but it is a decent chance given the oversold condition. If you want to be safer, I would look at something further out, like July 15. This would capture the delivery result for Q2 of 2022, which is expected to be really good because Berlin and Austin have started delivery. If you're looking at this far out, I would look at $1,000, and you're looking at about $3,200 for $1,000 strike price out to July. And some people want to go out even a little further. Should look at maybe $1,100. Right now, you're looking at $6,600 for $1,100 strike price out to November 18. And this would capture Q2 delivery, Q2 earnings, Q3 delivery, and Q3 earnings for $1,100. Granted, I do think that I'm probably not going to hold it all the way until expiration. I will wait until the next spike or the next series of spikes, and then I will stop. I will take the options off then. If you are looking at LEAP, let's start with 2023 LEAP. This is September 2023. If you're looking at, let's say, $1,100, you're looking at about $15,500 for September 2023. That is roughly a year and 4 months from now. So give or take a year and a half. That is not bad. If you're looking at $1,200 strike price, it is at $13,000. Once again, not a bad bet for September 2023. If you want to go as far out as you can, we have June 2024. And by then, I would be looking at minimum $1,200, but possibly even further. So you're looking about $20,000 or $19,800 for $1,200 strike price. In about 2 years from now, right, from May 2022 to June 2024, you're definitely looking at a $1,200 price target as a no-brainer, and a $20,000 investment could probably earn 2 to 3 more times than this amount, in my opinion. So I would definitely consider this. I would even go a little further out at $1,300 for about $18,000. But for that additional $2,000, I stick a little closer to the money at $1,200. Tomorrow morning, if Tesla moved down even further, assuming it doesn't reverse in the next 2 hours, that is an excellent opportunity to enter. If for whatever reason from now until the end of the day, if Tesla reverse a little bit, it will still be a decent opportunity for it to move down one more time tomorrow and then spike back up. It's never perfect. It's very difficult to pick the perfect bottom, so I would not attempt to pick the perfect bottom, and we do not know if it's a perfect bottom until it bounced later. So I would definitely consider some call options even now when Tesla hits around $800 level, which is a strong support. But from here down, we're looking at 760 to 770 being another support level. And of course, anything below that is also excellent entry point. But for right now, I do have a call option entered just this morning. It was not the perfect bottom, but that's okay. I'm waiting for an opportunity to enter another one. And if it doesn't reverse by the end of the day vigorously, then I probably enter another call option by the end of the trading day today. But that is all that I want to share with you guys for the leap and the short-term call options. Those are the various possibilities here. Once again, take a look one more time at the daily chart. It does look to be oversold. However, I also have to be candid in pointing out that we are looking at a multiple top situations, and this could potentially end badly for Tesla, where Tesla could get to even to the $600 level in the near future. So that is entirely possible, and any options that you entered, you probably look at it day by day and week by week, even the macroeconomics environment right now. That said, I think all technology stocks are looking to bounce right now. We're looking probably the last few legs of bearishness before bouncing. And the key term is bouncing and not recovering. Okay, so the bounce could last 1 week to 2 weeks or even less, and then it will go right back down in bearish territory. But the bounce will be violent, and the premium will return pretty hefty. We will get really good premium return. We will get really good return on premium if we enter a call option very close to the reversal point. So this is it for this video. I hope you find the information helpful. Comment down below if you like this type of discussion, and subscribe to my channel. Any other question or comment are welcome down below. Until the next video. Bye.